Hello everyone, this is Kim Quady. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona. You can find me online at kimplayswithpaper.com. I don't know why I can't figure out who I am this morning, but I am so glad that either you're popping in to join me this morning, or you will watch the replay, or you'll watch it as a YouTube video. A couple weeks ago, we had a local in-person team gathering. I have some team, quite a few team out of state, and then I have some who are in person. Hi Sandy, thanks for popping in. And we had about 18 or 20 of us there, and we had a card swap. So we each had to make 18 cards with the holiday theme, all the same card, and then we swapped them to get some different ideas. Hi Ellen, thanks for popping in. So today I was going to show you the cards that we swapped from all of the team, and then show you the card that I made, kind of a quick and easy card. So stay tuned for that to the end. I will tell you who made the card and some of the ingredients that they used and the special things about their card. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you find some inspiration today if you're looking to do some holiday card creation, and maybe you'll find something in here that you would like to make. So just hang tight. I'll put you down to my workspace and get you going. Sunny Oregon, Gian, that's awesome. It is sunny here too. It was a little cool on my walk in Arizona, but it's going to be 80 some. All right, let me gather the cards. Lots and lots of different kinds of cards. This one is created by Linda Miller-Yeatis. I think the biggest factor in this card that I really like is her use of that snowflake vellum. And then look at the silver trees, and then she did some silver embossing on this sentiment. And then this is some of my most favorite ribbon. And she used the silver, the Regal Reindeer stamp set and dies with that, and also the deckled rectangles. So that snowflake vellum is absolutely gorgeous. So there's the first one. Good morning, April. Thanks for popping in today. The second card was created by Gina, and this is a non-traditional color, but it's absolutely gorgeous, the polished pink. And she used the spruced up bundle and then the whimsical woodland embossing folder. And then just like the three little rectangles there with some polished pink ribbon and some fun jewels. Gian, let me know which tree dies, if it's this tree or this tree, and then I will get you the answer for that, the pink card or the blue card. Good morning, Julie. Thanks for popping in. Alrighty, let's move on to the next card. This one is created by Christina. And in this one, she used the Joyful Flurry bundle, along with the wintry 3D embossing folder, some silver embossing, which is absolutely gorgeous, and then she used that silver paper that was available in the Celebration Rewards. So that was made by Christina, the Joyful Flurry bundle. Yes, just the silver embossing is absolutely gorgeous on there. All right, and it's really fun because everybody had a different card, and that's what's so fun. Everybody chooses different stamp sets. They choose different designer series paper. No two of these cards are the same. As you'll see coming up, some people use the same stamp set, but they used it in very, very different ways. So this card was made by Brenda. Brenda Ulick, and she used the Jingle, Jingle, Jingle stamp set along with the Sweetest Christmas Designer Series paper. But just love that, how she brought all the colors out in the little Santa hat with a little bit of baker's twine. Good morning, Kathy. Thanks for popping in. So that's by Brenda, Jingle, Jingle, Jingle. All right, the next card is by Marisol. And this stamp set is in the annual catalog, and it's the Christmas season stamps and dies and the Christmas to Remember with the die cut pine cones on crumb cake cardstock. Just absolutely gorgeous. Whisper white ink. Very easy to put together, but just real classic with some of my favorites, those red rhinestone basic jewels. Christmas season and Christmas to Remember from Stampin' Up's annual catalog. Alrighty, coming up, Melissa, something a little more non-traditional, and that's fun too. Some of these use our traditional Christmas colors, and some of the cards use some different colors, and this one's really super fun. It's the Decorated with Happiness dies, Decorated Pines, with the colors of Real Red, Balmy Blue, So Saffron, Blushing Bride, Pear Pizzazz, and Bermuda Bay. Just little strips of paper along with some snowflakes in the background. Okay, next up is Chris Gill made a holiday card from Our Heart to Yours using the Window Wishes dies and then the brick and mortar embossing folder. You can see that there. So that's another gorgeous holiday card that we had in our swap, for our team swap, Kim's Paper Krafters, a couple of weeks ago. Chris Gill. All right. Up next is Brace, has a fun fold for us. She used the Trees for Sale stamp set, which is available in Stampin' Up's mini catalog, and then the tree lot dies, which were a part of the celebration. Just a classic black, white, and red with a little bit of foil on that little trailer. The trees have some dimension there, and then it just opens like so. So that card was created by Brace. All right, next up, who can resist this cute little moose? Tanya created this card. Good morning, Kathy. The moose comes from All Bundled Up, and she also used the whimsical woodland embossing folder. And I love this card because she shows, good morning, Kay. Thanks for joining this morning. I love this card because it shows that you don't have to color the entire moose for it to be a really super fun card. She just colored the hat and the scarf, and that moose is just the smiling moose. Really super cute. That's on Very Vanilla. So that was Tanya's card. Hey, good morning, Wendy. Thanks for joining. Here's another one with the Decorated with Happiness. This was created by Monica, and so it's Decorated with Happiness and the Decorated Pine dies. She also used the deckled rectangle. Just a super fun card. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for joining. Hey, we just showed your swap card a little bit ago. So you'll have to go back and watch. So, yep, that's by Monica, Decorated with Happiness and Decorated Pines dies. All right, next up, we have another fun fold. This card was created by Michelle Brewer. She uses the Sweet Candy Canes bundle. There's our candy canes. The Sweetest Christmas Designer Series paper is back in here, and then the Santa Express Designer Series paper as well. So let me show you how this works. This is a belly band, so the belly band slides off, and the card opens as such. So that's super fun, by Michelle with the sweetest candy canes. It's so hard because you see all these cards and I want everything. I want, especially that moose. I want to. Now I'm not going to be able to get that belly band back on, but there we go. So hi Holly, thanks for joining. I like how Michelle blended different designer series papers to create her card. All right, next up we have a card by Sandy Graves. Again, this card uses the Sweet Candy Canes bundle, one of my faves. And what's so fun about that designer series paper is, if you haven't seen it, the dies that come in the bundle, they actually cut the candy canes out of the designer series paper. So if you're short of time and you don't want to stamp, you can just cut those out and make them into a card. And she also used the Sweetest Christmas designer series paper, another fun fold, leaving you some room to write your message in the middle. That's by Sandy Graves. Thanks, Sandy. Thanks for joining this morning. Righty, up next, the next three cards all use the same gnomes, but you'll see that they're all very, very different. So the gnomes, the sweetest gnomes, and the die cuts, and this is a fun fold by Linda Harriman. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Oh, there's his little feet. Do you see his feet move? And I should know this, but I don't know how they made him move. And I meant to ask her how. I know there's a little circle under there, but it's super cute. Can you see the feet move? That's fun. All right, so Fun Fold by Linda Harriman. All right, it's kind of on the same. This card is by Lisa Bess, and it does use that same gnome. But I love how she cut his hat, the gnome's hat, out of that same, the same designer series paper, and his feet move too. So aren't those cute? Can't make it really work on the video. And then, there we go. Thank you, Jeanne. I thought it might have been. I know exactly what you're talking about. So this one is, Lisa made a fun fold. This is like an easel card for that. And then she also used the whimsical woodland embossing folder. That was a real popular folder for our swap. And then one more of the gnomes, Sherry Gaunt, made this card and colored the gnome. Very fun. It's the Storybook Gnomes, Night of Navy, Basic White, Balmy Blue, some deckled rectangles, and then colored that with the Stampin' Blends. So that's, so you see we had three different cards with the gnomes, using the same set, but they're all very different with different papers. So that's super fun. That's what's so great about a card swap. This next card was created by Sandy, and Sandy used some what we might call non-traditional designer series paper, but made it into a holiday theme. This is the perfectly penciled designer series paper from Stampin' Up's annual catalog, and she colored in the flowers to make it look holiday-ish. And it's the Mistletoe Magic. And again, this is another one of the fun folds. So there is a belly band, and then, oh look, there are even some jewels on those flowers, and that's how that card opens and closes. All right, so that's by Sandy Mahar. All righty. Then the next card is by Ginger Borneman, and Ginger used the Lights Aglow Suite and the Lights Aglow 6x6 Designer Series paper, and that wintry 3D embossing folder. Good morning, Fran. Thanks for joining. And then this beautiful gold ribbon. I know Ginger likes to color things with the blends, so she colored some of those jewels to go on there. Super beautiful holiday card. And then I made this for my swap, and I used the products, the Brightest Glow stamp set, along with the Labels Aglows dies. I've taken some of those out of there. And then the Festive Foils Designer Series paper, that comes in Cherry Cobbler, Evening Evergreen, and then the gold. So my goal was, I had a whole bunch of the gold. I wanted to use the gold along with the Merry Melody embossing folder. Sometimes that one, it's in the annual catalog, and it sometimes gets lost, but there's that. I embossed, hi Colleen, I embossed an Evening Evergreen cardstock with that Merry Melody, and then I have I used the thick vanilla, very vanilla on there. Then I have a piece of that gold foil, and let's see, the Festive Foils, and it's a 3.5 by 3.5 square. That here's the die that I just ran it through, and that's what happens. Hi Deb, thanks for joining today. That's what you get when you run that through the embossing folder. The die cutting machine. And then that also comes with a little fun circle. And don't you just love the little dots poked out around there? So that's from that. So I needed to make 18, so I wanted to do something that was manageable for me. So I will just put this card together. I'm going to use some of our glue to put this Evening Evergreen piece that I ran through the Merry Melody 3D embossing folder, measures 5 1/4 by 4, just our layering piece. That probably looks like way too much glue. It's sometimes hard to tell about this. I did play piano, and I used to be able to read music, but I still can't tell if I have the music upside down or not. So hopefully nobody would inspect my holiday card and tell me that I had it upside down, but you just never know. Then I have this piece that I've already run through. Again, that was the Festive Foils. I'm just going to put some glue dots on the back. Hi, Raylene. Thanks for joining today. Just showing if some of the swap cards and the swap card that I made. Sometimes I have some things like in my head that I want to do and try to design around it. And I really wanted to use this gold from the Festive Foils. So I just put a bunch of glue dots on the back of that and layered that on the front. And then I have the circle that I've cut out of the very vanilla, just regular cardstock. I love the greetings on the Brightest Glow. 'Tis the season, joy, all is merry and bright. And let your heart be light. I like this too, the Happy New Year, so we can use that. I know a lot of us don't send New Year's cards, but wow, why don't we now that we have this stamp that can do it, and we have a lot of kind of the festive die cuts that we can use as well. So I did use the soft succulent ink for All is Merry and Bright. I'll just gently tap that. I'm going to check it on my pad to make sure that it looks good. Normally, I would just take a piece of like 2x2 paper, and I would stamp my sentiment on that, and then I would die cut it. But in this instance, I'm pretty sure I can get it on there. There we go. Get it on there straight for you. But sometimes that works a little better. All right, and we'll just pop that up with some dimensionals and then add some ribbon, of course. Ribbon and jewels. So, good morning, Joy. There we go. That's popped that up, and then I have that soft, succulent, open weave ribbon, and I just grabbed some, and I'm going to tie a bow with it. As usual, you'll see me, I use way too much ribbon, but sometimes my clumsy fingers need all that ribbon to make a bow, so it's not frustrating for me. Because I know that bow making can be frustrating for a lot of people. So there's a little bow. And then I'm going to grab just a glue dot and kind of roll it up with my finger and put the glue dot in the back of that knot and affix it to the front of the card. I think the ribbon just makes that, and then I'm going to trim it off. You can see why my orders always include a lot of ribbon, the way I use ribbon, like it's all right, of course. And then we need jewels. My champagne rhinestone basic jewels, one of my go-to, especially for the Christmas card and anything that I want with gold. Bring in my take your pick tool, just grab a couple of these little guys and try to put them somewhere where there isn't music, and just set it on here. All right, so that's my swap card that I made. 18, they went together pretty quickly. And I'm just gonna real quickly, I won't explain all the cards. I will just go backward and show them in case you popped in late and wanted to just see the examples. You can ask questions if you want. Please ask questions. You can email me, message me, ask on this thread, wait for the YouTube video. I do appreciate everyone popping in today. I hope that everyone's having a good day. You can find more information about my card at kimplayswithpaper.com. Lots of fun folds, lots of different stamp sets and designer series papers. Lots of talent in the group. It's always fun to have a swap. Hi, Sue. Try to have these just to get inspiration and different ideas, just a spirit of sharing. Another fun fold. Hey, Gina. Just going over the cards one last time to show the swap cards, all the different varieties, everybody's creativity with Stampin' Up products. And there we go. There was mine. So anyway, thanks everyone for joining me today and for hanging with me while I showed the swap cards. I'll be back next week. I'll see you Tuesday. Have a great rest of the day, weekend, and I'll show you what I'm working on next week on my craft table. Look for me at kimplayswithpaper.com. Bye-bye.